20 ways parents screw up their kids. According to Reddit, number 20. By getting them involved in things that they have no control over. My parents felt the need to keep me in the loop regarding the pending foreclosure of our home when I was a child. They would argue in front of me over which one was to blame. I was 10 years old. What possible reason is there to share these problems with a kid? I barely slept for months. I was convinced the cops were going to bust in at night and throw us all outside. Oh, damn. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. YouTube isn't doing well. It's coming down with a bad case of, I'm just gonna end it all. Follow me on BitChute while you still have time. And I suppose if you're following me anywhere else, I'll be able to let you know when that's going down and where it's going down. YouTube getting scary. Number 19, not giving them a factual and straightforward sex ed talk. My parents answered my questions truthfully at an age-appropriate level throughout my childhood, and I am extremely thankful for it. Others around me have clearly not been so lucky. Ooh, y'all not getting that sexual education. When I get that education, I won't. I don't know. I want to put that education into action. See what's really going on, you know what I mean? A hello to Mother Lily, a hello to Lane NorCal, and a hello to Tiffy Cakes. I feel personally attacked by this list. I'm still waiting for the manual on parenting. Well, sometimes you learn more by listening than not, so think as long as you're aware of that, you should be all right. And sometimes you can't listen with your mouth open, so there's that as well, you know what I mean? All you gotta do is try your best not to do some of what your parents did. You'll be alright. That's the manual right there. Number 18. Realistically, it'd be a helicopter parent. You always want to look out for your child, right? Make sure they're not doing things that they're not supposed to do. And, walk in without knocking? It ruins a relationship with a child because even though you have a sense of privacy, the kid doesn't, and will always be paranoid of anyone entering their room without warning. It ruins a kid. Would my mom let me do this? Is she okay with it? I feel like this could have been, fleshed out a little bit as a point, because I'm not even sure where they're coming from. I mean, obviously, we should give the children a bit of privacy. Not too much. But yeah, no. They should never feel like we're going to be barging in on them naked. But barging in on them naked to make sure that they're not shaking them naked bits for some old douche online, that's something different. But we got to be clear with them. You got to communicate. Look, man, I was just making sure you're not shaking it for some 40-year-old politician. You know what I mean? He's going to whisk you away. He's going to keep you underground. He's not going to make you aware of the outside world. They're going to use you. You don't want that. You think it's cool now. You think there's something in it for you now. It's nothing in it for you now. There's no clout here, bro. I find my kid thoughting on a site where they're all tipping him to I don't know, to do little kid stuff. Hey, play with those toys on camera. Like this? Can I say stuff like this? I don't have time for this. I can already hear my oven going off. I gotta get through this list in 4 minutes. Number 17. The saddest part of this question is that my mom has done so many things that have already been said as bad. Not hugging me, praising, or telling me to suck it up. So let me give you one that I feel would have helped me while I was growing up. Do not be afraid to admit that you are wrong or when you make mistakes to your child. Bro, Some parents are never gonna do that, and they don't even do it with adults around them. It'd be one thing if you were just trying to save face in front of your kid because you're ashamed of how stupid you are all the fucking time. But like when you're unbearable to people around you, and then they're Pikachu facing, like they're completely shocked when people just don't want to deal with their stupid ass anymore. That's the real fucking drama. I know plenty of parents who can never admit that they're wrong. And it's more a female problem than it is a male problem. I'm sorry, I don't want to hear that. But the truth is, some ladies, boy, they will ride a sinking ship when they realize that they are wrong. When confronted with that evidence, it's in their face like a ball sack, just flap, flap, flap. And they're just like, man, I don't care. No, I'm right, even though I know that you're wrong. But you can't admit that to your kid. And it's making your kid look at you in a different light. Let me tell you that. You know, you can never get that back when your kid looks at you a way where it's like, nigga, what you mean? Just say you're sorry. Admit that you're wrong here. That's what this is about. You need to be the type of person to admit that you're wrong, or you are no longer who I aspire to be. You know, there should be a bit of, I wouldn't say idolatry, dude, but I would say you should want to look up to your birth givers as possessing a capacity that you aspire to possess yourself. But once you realize you're past them as far as what they have to offer, holy shit. My parents would go out of their way to justify any mistake that they made and make it seem as if they were right, no matter what the situation was. Gave me a pretty messed up view of right and wrong, as well as learning from my mistakes. But this was fixed by my grandmother. It's a long story, but I don't want to get into it right now. Number 16, mocking them, laughing at them. Adults do it to each other all the time, but kids who haven't been immersed in the background of the cruelty of our culture for years don't understand that it's just the language of the land. Yeah, you got to break these kids into that shit, you know, slowly. You know what I mean? You can't just one day just be like, get a load of this. Oh my God, I'm gonna kick this kid in the face. Look at you, just pathetic. Get the hell out of here. And not that they themselves are particularly unworthy of respect. Blah, blah, blah. Justin Sanchez says, hey Kyle, tour the best. And thank you for all the videos. Where should I tour to tour the best? You know, is it this channel? If you're on this channel, you're taking a tour of the best. I can't deal with it. Tiffy Cake says, I admit when I am wrong to my daughter all the time. And this little shit would yell, yes, mommy, because you trippin'. Ridiculous. Rocky says, I'm sorry you done wanna hear that? What? Y'all I've never seen a boss battle as insane as the keyboard that you guys are constantly typing on, you know? My God, it's just destroying y'all today. Use some health potions before it's too late. Majesty says, look at how Majesty is spelled. Maybe their name is Maggie, and then this is like a, you know, cute little play on words or something. I know you girls are in love with that.
Hi everyone, hi Kyle, greetings from Germany.
This Ruben de Heisen. Okay, it's enough. Fuck. Number 15. Not hugging your kid or telling them that you love them. You can feed them dinner and send them to bed on time every night, and they're still going to end up with a personality disorder because you never fucking hugged them. Well, sometimes even if you hug a kid, if you're enough of a monster, they'll end up with a personality disorder. They'll not want to be touched when they grow up. I knew this monster and they wouldn't stop touching me. I don't want to touch anybody anymore. Please get away from me. Please, please, no. I just want to shake your hand. No. I have a thing about being touched. Number 14. Not stopping when your child says stop. Nice. Whether it's teasing or tickling or resting. I think you meant wrestling. My God. Kids who have parents that don't respect their boundaries always seem to end up being the biggest dicks and bullies because they've learned that they don't have to respect other people's feelings. You getting all of this, parents? This is a Kyle educational list on that ass. Number 13. using them as props for jokes in public. Glad you got a kick out of it, Dad. Hey, let me add some Kyle flavor to this, all right? Yeah, everybody uses people as, well, instead of laughing with them, you're laughing at them. They are the subject of the joke. But I see people using kids as props to further their agendas these days. And don't let me say these days like it hasn't been happening for all of time, but now they have the platforms in which to really reach some people, So when you're having your kid, you're teaching your kid to parrot your ideologies to a mass so that, you can gain traction that you wouldn't otherwise have gained without this kid, using your kid to be like, oh, look what my kid drew, even though you instructed them to draw it so that you could get some information. Or maybe you're a woman who is desperate to pop her titty out, but she can't do that on a safer work site. So you want to get your kid and make it seem like you're breastfeeding that kid, when it's really just an excuse for you to get your titties out and get a little bit of attention, because God, you'd just die without it. You'd shrivel up. You'd shrivel up and just,
water. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it.
What a joke. So your kid's a prop now, so that you have an excuse to whip them things out and be all like,
it's not sexual.
Okay. You don't have to do that now. Did you know? You don't have to do that now. Most women who have their shit together maybe have a little bit of that fucking breast milks on deck in some bottles and shit. Maybe you've sat your ass down, because trust me, when you get pregnant, them titties leaking. Hey, you hungry, kid?
Nah, man, I just had some. What's wrong with your bitch ass?
So sit your ass down with the machine and fill up some damn bottles, homie. It's not gonna kill that kid to wait until you're not visibly behind the camera. It would be something that you want to do. Don't nobody got a problem with breastfeeding. People got a problem with you feeling the need to breastfeed right now, all the damn time, because you're doing it for attention. It's funny. Y'all out here living that life though. What you gonna do but become a Karen? You're gonna reach your final Karen evolution when you grow older, because when you can't breastfeed, you're gonna have to find the next thing to get some attention. And people are gonna be just as aware that you're out here why are you trying so hard? What do you want? With your crusty ass. Stripe says, Kyle, everybody's setting Game Freak's ass on fire. Well, what did you expect with them using the same damn models when their excuse was, oh, we need to focus on the animations and the models, and then they just copy pasted the models? I saw some shit in that game on a stream I was watching last night. Oh no, homie. Oh no. But I need to get somebody who's in love with Game Freak. And some bitch ass was in here the last time I streamed, defending that game. We need to get that person to give me money so I can play this game and I don't have to pay Game Freak. Okay. Number 12, if you've qualified for food stamps, take the food stamps. Do not make your kid live on macaroni and cheese, because we don't take handouts. Aww. That kid could have been eating lobsters. I wouldn't know anything about that. I don't like lobster. I don't like any shellfish, okay? Garbage eating ass fish. Bottom dwelling ass. Number 11. Well, proud parents are pretty much what we were talking about earlier when they can't admit that they're wrong. Number 11. Not creating a safe space for your kids to tell their secrets and make mistakes. Yeah, when you're trying to make your kids just infallible. My child would never do that. You need to shake that off and be perfect. And what does it teach your kids to do but to keep everything from you? You idiot. You idiot. Force your kids to do a bunch of shit, and then the first opportunity they get, they're not going to do that. They're going to do the opposite. Tell your kids not to do something over and over and over. The first opportunity they get, they're going to do the opposite. Are you stupid? Have you understood psychology just one day in your life, nigga? You don't need to take a class. You don't need to be super smart. You just need to have lived a life. And you know what it's like with some parents? Apparently, when they become parents, everything that happened before in their life is just done. It's gone. It's like you're existence begins now, once again. And your kids are going to look at you one day and think in their mind while they're looking at you, nigga, were you ever young? Did you ever have fun? Because your kids are probably not going to have a baby popping out of, themselves or their partner as early as you did. Because the fear of becoming what they see in you, boy, it's going to keep them awake at night. They're going to be in a sweat. Boyfriend going to be like, hey, girl, let me get it in. And she'll be like, let me just suck you off, man. Nah. Nah. Ooh, number 11, not creating a safe space for your kids. When I was younger, I excitedly confided in my mom about my first boyfriend. But instead of calmly talking me through it, she immediately brought my dad into the conversation, and they both yelled at me and forced me to break up with him. A veritable Romeo and Juliet situation. You a Capulet? What the fuck? How dare you say this about shellfish? You are so shellfish, Stripes. Get it? No? Number 10. Don't smother your kids. They need to breathe air. How are they supposed to breathe with no air? No air. No air. My mom quit having her own life the moment my brother and I were born. Well, that's the way that it goes. Yeah, your parents aren't supposed to have lives anymore. Unless they're going to pay a nanny to be there and be your surrogate mom. Is surrogate the word I'm looking for? What does surrogate mean, Kyle? I think surrogate is when they carry the baby. A substitute. No, surrogate could be used in this context as well. There's multiple things going off now. You hear it? That's good stuff. There's multiple alarms going off in the kitchen because I had rice being made. Oh my God, my 4 cans. So she was an incredibly devoted and loving mother and was very kind to us. But when we were born, she stopped having friends. She did not work and was home every single day from when I was born to when I moved out in my early 20s. She was very easy to upset because she had no other source of self-esteem, and anytime I screwed up, and I screwed up a lot, it was as if I had levied a personal attack against her. In the last 5 years or so before I left, I don't think we had a single conversation that didn't drive her to tears, and I promised I wasn't that bad. I constantly felt cornered and stressed and fell into depression as a defense mechanism. She took my resulting lack of performance very personally, creating a very treacherous cycle that was only broken when I enlisted and finally got away. To this day, I often feel like I'm a bad person who failed to live up to her love. It's a shame that so many of these people have been corrupted, And yes, I regard some people as software in the way that they function mentally. And their software has been legitimately corrupted beyond the help of any antivirus software or purging or even refreshing with some sort of replication of what they had going on before. Like, these people can't be rebooted is what I'm saying. It sucks. These parents got into them because of their own hilarious problems, and now they're fucked for life, man. And it sucks because some of these people, I like to think, reach a point in their life where they have to make a decision. Do they allow these people to continue to fuck them over, or do they just release them? And the bottom line is, you gotta release people. It doesn't matter if they're related to you or not. Some people are bad people. You won't have to ask if a person is bad or not. You will know it. You will know if these people that you're dealing with are bad. You can deny it. You know what I mean? Some people out here making shit, making a mountain out of a molehill. Like, some people are not bad. They just do a couple of things that are questionable, but, they're not terrible people. They're not mean-spirited. They're not self-seeking and selfish. You can tell if a person wants to be left alone most of the case. They're not bad. You know what I mean? It's when people are trying to bend other people over and constantly convince them of things, which, it's manipulation. Bro, you'll know it when you see it. I don't know why some people need to be convinced of it so hard, because if they heard the story from somebody else, they'd immediately be like, oh my God, I would never put up with that kind of bullshit. But then people do. They do put up with that bullshit. And if they were to hear the same story of their life and what's going on with them from somebody else, they'd be like, boy, why you even put up with that? Ridiculous. Blood is thicker than water, but you know what? You have one life. So I don't know. I don't know what the hell you need to hear. Number 9, not congratulating your child when they achieve something. Can you imagine the jealous parent that's like, it's not that big a deal? A friend of mine never got any praise from his parents while he was growing up. He always felt that he wasn't good enough. Show the child that their hard work doesn't go unnoticed. Well, it's the same. I hope that none of you had to deal with this. You know? It's a shame that weed isn't legal. That would be the one meetup event that Kyle is trying to do. I drive around in a van that I've kitted out to look like the Mystery Machine. We could all just take turns jumping in the van and hotboxing, you know what I mean? And all the women would be scared if their titties were too big that, I'd be trying to drive off. But Dia would be there, you know? And what would Dia and I do? Kidnap you? You'd be thinking to yourself, Dia's here, it must be safe. But what if Dia likes the wiggle of your curves too? Then you got a problem. Dia hits the side of the van like 2 times, and then we just gone. We on our way. It's okay. You kind of wanted this. I'm kidding. Jesus, I can't really not spice up these things. I got a real problem. Number 8, okay? In a different vein of thought, making finances a taboo subject. Financially literate or financial illiteracy can be devastating once entering adulthood. Want to keep your children from making your own money mistakes? Don't be too proud to teach them what those mistakes were. Yeah, parents are too proud to share shit with their kids, especially their mistakes, dude. And if they do, it'll be softballed in because they're genuinely ashamed. That kind of shame over like irrelevant shit is just, it's tearing people apart because people try so hard. And here's the difference between you and your parents. You know that you're not a superhero. And the irony is, we're all about superheroes. Some of our favorite movies may be all in the superhero universes and shit. But we know that we are not superheroes, so we don't go out of our way to make ourselves appear as the most incredible and wonderful people, that are flawless and infallible. We're going to make mistakes because we're human. And we're obviously going to make financial mistakes because sometimes they cannot be fucking helped. Many people may, unfortunately, have an avatar, which is to say a person or a version of themselves online that is very sculpted and tweaked and smoothed and curved out and photoshopped that is not who they are, Maybe it's like a dating profile. You just put up a version of yourself, but then you're actually like 20 pounds bigger, But a lot of us don't try to sell ourselves as a person that we're not the way that our parents and their generation definitely has. The comedy of our generation is we probably know that, whether it's the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, whichever intelligence agency is watching us, whichever Google or Facebook is collecting data on us, they know us better than we could ever pretend that we aren't, So we aren't afraid to go, yeah, we fucked up in this way before. Watch out for this so it doesn't happen to you. But your parents would never do that shit. They play all of that shit so close to the books, and they're going to take those secrets to their grave. Not just because they're ashamed, but because they're frightened of how they might be viewed and how other people might think of them. And that's the difference between them and us, is like, whoa, dude, you really need to calm down with the whole how everybody else views you thing, because nobody else matters. Nobody else matters. And everybody else that does care for the moment, dude, give it a week and they'll have forgotten your existence. You're just an extra in their life. You are an extra in the movie that is their life. And you don't matter. They're very selfish. People are selfish. They got their own shit to worry about. But you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Oh my God. Number 7. I feel like most of these responses fall under seemingly harmful. Meaning like not that intense, like it's not going to screw the kid up. A seemingly harmless mistake is rewarding your child with something that, when they do something, they already enjoy. Take, for example, reading. If a child enjoys reading, let the child read without giving any reward. Once you start rewarding the child for that act, their intrinsic motivation gets replaced. It's called the over-justification effect. Excuse me. Well, this seems like a no-brainer to me, but I guess, yeah. I guess some parents are, Yeah, that could be actually very detrimental when I think about it. But what if it's like a thing where they're achieving? I guess if it's a thing where they're achieving something, it's different, But you can't just be like, oh, I'm proud of you for doing this, even though they like doing it. Just let them do it. Shit. Stripe says, I care you, Kyle. Aw. I care you too. Sketch says, my mom actually has been open to me about her past and her mistakes, which I am grateful for. Well, aren't you the exception? Get a load of this person. Their parents open up to him. Gag. All right, guys, rolling up because I can hear the timer going off. I should have started this list earlier, but I lost my way in the bathroom today. But that's okay. You know why? Because my wish list is available to who? To you. And I believe that you can put me back on the right path when I share this link with you today. Kyle will have a happy Christmas day. Through who? Through you. Scooby-Doo has a new movie, woo. But the voice actor for Shaggy is not who? Matthew. You fucked up. Okay? Number 6. Never telling your child that you were wrong and that you're sorry. We have better chances of being able to jump underwater and breathe than hoping for this shit to happen. Release it. It's never gonna come. They'll be in their grave before they ever feel they're sorry. Maybe you get a deathbed, movie tier, fucking death where it's not just like a heart attack or they pass out or they don't wake up or they get hit by a bus, straight bullet catches their ass, police beat them to death. You know what I'm talking about? That's the type of deaths that you're used to, baby. And then he was in his hospital bed and he looked me in the eye and he said, I love you and I'll always love you. Just be you and you'll be okay. And then the heartbeat monitor goes, beep. But when you got home that night, the air was cold and still. Kyle. Fucking ridiculous. Never telling your child that you were wrong and that you're sorry just never once occurred. My father never once said I'm sorry to me. He was human. There were plenty of times that he should have. My kids have heard from me plenty. And you're a better man for your father's mistakes. How wonderful it is. Raphael says, hey Kyle, you think the next generation is completely screwed? No, they'll find a way. They'll find a way. The generation before us really tried their best to fuck some shit up, but a lot of it wasn't deliberate, but a lot of it was. A lot of it was. I think the funniest thing about the last generation is like, not only was some of it deliberate on the tier of the everyman, like the layman, the everyman, they were conscious. They were aware of many of the mistakes being made and they didn't care. Okay. But the people at a tier, whether it be political to you or, wealthy to you, where they had the power to actually make changes, not only were they aware and conscious, they were driving in the direction of humanity's suffering. It's pretty crazy, And I don't mean that obviously in like a basic way where it's like, well, obviously most of the people at the top stay at the top via people suffering. Like, I feel like it was almost towards a sabotage extent. The people at the top really got a little crazy, and they're still crazy now, if not more so crazy. But it's like, it's a disregard that makes you wonder if they're just all set with the bunkers that they have built and want that future for their children where they're just underground somewhere. Do they just believe that there's an island out there somewhere that at least their descendants will be fine with? What kind of existence is that? It's like wild, you know? Climate change and all that bullshit aside, it's just like you're creating a future that is really, really, and some of these people are also stifling. They're like they're suffocating technologies that could change the world. It's pretty interesting. I mean, you in the same position might do the same. Having been born with that spoon in your mouth, having been born with, you got all this oil and some asshole comes out of nowhere with his electric car or some new form of propulsion. And you're like, no, I'm on top of the game right now. I got all this oil. I need to sell this oil. How can I do that if y'all got this new thing? So I'm just going to shut you up. I'm going to have you killed. I'm going to have you silenced. And I guess that's what they do. And that's fine. But hey, bruh. Yo, Stripe said, did you see Kanye's new Crocs? Well, you posted them on my fucking Discord this morning. I'm like, what the hell is this? Is this a joke? But it's not a joke, I guess, right? We got to watch people that are foolish do what they do. Boy, it is what it is. Is it that windy outside? I'm hearing the chimes. Doji says, don't tell anybody. I'm watching you in class. Tiffy says, I just spit out my water at that struggling KO. Okay, Rocky says, lost your way in the bathroom? He failed no nut. Can y'all stop with this? I got into a real argument with a girl the other day because she kept parroting this No Nut November bullshit, plus the way that she said. The way she said it initially was N 3 times, so triple N. And I'm like, what the hell is NNN? And she's like, no, not November. And I'm like, bitch, do you know that this was like a joke started 3 years ago on 4chan? And then the year later, Reddit got a hold of it. And then the year now, Twitter is all over it. And I'm like, can we just kill it now? Can we put some minions and some Facebook memes out that just kill this stupid garbage? Because it was an ironic thing. It wasn't like a deliberate, like, oh, y'all should actually not jack off. It was like this is what a beta bitch would do. And y'all out here really believing in this shit. I know it's just a meme and it's just funny. And it's like, but you're late, man. Y'all shouldn't be a little bit ashamed about how late you are. Yeah, normie ass shit. Fuck me, man. Nobody should enjoy something that. What if I started duck rolling? Is that something y'all want? How about that? Next time somebody say something fucking stupid, I'm gonna hit it with that duck roll, because people don't even know what the fuck it is. So it's ironic now, isn't it? You want some duck roll on that ass? Let me fucking download that. Look at the black border around that image. Look at the black border around that image. If it don't mean nothing to you, that's fine. But I remember all the memes back in my day, circa motherfucking 2005 and shit, 2006 era memes. When was duck roll a meme? But I remember my memes had terrible. But there's a Know Your Meme page on it. Now we're talking. 5 years ago, nah. See? Mid-2000s. You got a problem. You got a problem here. Test me again. We're going to be duck rolling out. Autobots duck roll out. Number 5. Okay. The belief that they won't remember because they're young. I remember. Oh my God. What if this is like a dark... Why is Amazon texting me about... Oh, are those the Tupperware containers I wanted? They have like a clasp. Those Tupperware containers made me a woman for a second. Allow me to show you them. Okay?
Kyle, what are you implying? That only women would have anything to do with what's going on in the kitchen? Huh?
Sorry. I really caught myself off guard and just started laughing like an idiot. Where's the Tupperware? There it is. Something about the clasps on the side. They just look really nice, and I want that. Why are you in my face with all of this, please? God damn. Okay. Okay. No, look. Look at the clasps. I like the clasps. Wait, are you even on the right side? No, it won't let me do that. Cool, cool. What's that in that one? It looks like popcorn. In the morning? In the morning? I guess we just want a little popcorn. In the morning. In the morning. I just want a little popcorn. In the morning. No, it doesn't even come up. My heart. What do I need to do to get on the YouTube fucking... Well, no, I want to remain whitelisted, so shit is hard to find. But it's not going to matter soon. Oh, damn. Corn in the morning. Hey. In the morning. Hey. Can I get a little popcorn in the morning? In the morning. Can I get a little popcorn in the morning? In the morning. Can I get a little popcorn in the morning? In the morning. Can I get a little corn in the morning? In the Oh my god, Dia just walked in while I was bouncing around. She almost saw me, dudes. She almost saw me. Number 4. Not allowing. That's not what that says. Not following through with your heart. Oh, I'm sorry. It just sounded so gay. It just sounded so gay.
You gotta follow your heart.
Number 4. Not following through with your promises. If you told your child you were buying ice cream tomorrow in the hopes that they would forget, and the next day when they ask you to tell them no, they'll see you as unreliable. It's true. It's true. Prune Rot says, "Yo, Kyle, is your voice real?" Bitch, how many fucking... Do you know that you're sitting on a video with over a channel with over 3,000 videos on it? I don't even know. I don't even know what to say to anybody anymore. Because it'd be one thing if I didn't like stream to Twitch and all this other bullshit and all these other dumb... Come on. Stripes says, "Is there duck roll music? We could make it, Stripes. You and I could make it together. Duck roll song. Come on. Nobody's doing it right now. It's an untapped market. We would be at the top of the duck roll trending, okay? There'd be some guy just waiting around for new duck roll content, and we could bring it to him. It's up to you, girl." Why does Mason Pico say, "I'm back, Kyle"? Where has he been? Where has he been? Number 3. Treating your child as a friend that you're venting to. This can be bad. It's extremely traumatic to be your parent's diary. Oh boy. We need to find that stupid Vicks. It's got to be here somewhere. I'm stuffed, yeah. Let me try to mute this mic while I do something. We don't have... Look, we're almost done with this. If there's anything any of you want to get off your chest, you better do it now. You better do it now. My God, covert incest, what a name. Number 2, never saying sorry to your kids. My mom only just recently started telling me sorry when she gets worked up. It's built up such a resentment for her over the years, and I also have trouble saying sorry myself because of it. Tell your kids sorry, especially if you overreact to something that they did. Nah, I think some parents just want to be hated. And look, we can hook them up with that. You got it. You know what I mean? You want it, you got it. Woo! You want it? I think you want it. You know, flip it out of control as if you got more than like 4 people to talk to. You got it. Let me just erase myself from that list real quick. You cool? Everything cool? You gonna come at me later for being awful when it was really you? Weird. There's a lot of projection and gaslighting here. I just can't wait till you're dead. Number 1. I found that when my parents teased me about stuff I was clearly uncomfortable with, it made me tell them less later in life. Oh, it's weird how that goes. It's as if there's like balance acts going on here. It's like you take, and then you expect to give. Hey, Prune Rod says, look, bro, you need to chill.
Look, bro, you need to chill.
Oh yeah, Prune Rods? Why don't you chill, bro? Forever. You see what I did there? Did Kyle just ban a guy after he donated? I guess I fucking did. Okay? One thing you should do coming into the stream for the first time is not be a fucking moron. You know what I'm talking about? First you type PK, then you type Pokemon sucks bro, then you type yo Kyle, is your voice real? And then you say you need to chill. I mean, it pretty much just sums you up, right? I could say something rude about you, but I don't think I could top you embarrassing yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? Get over yourself, and then leave. I took the opportunity for you to leave away from you when I hid you on this account. But odds are you've got other ones, and if you're sad and bored enough, you'll come back, so we can do this all over again. I'd say the only thing that's rotting and pruny here is you. See what I did there? No? Is that real? Is the fact that nobody likes you on and offline real? Here's the crazy part. Online, you could have pretended to be anybody you wanted to be. Instead, you just chose you. People already don't like that. Do another one. As we continue with this stupid post. I found that when my parents tease me and made me uncomfortable, made me tell them less later in life. I mean, this is just learning from mistakes, man. You know? If you put out your hand and somebody like stabs it, and then you put out your hand again and they stab it again, you know, stab me once, shame on you. Stab me twice, you're not gonna stab me again, you know? I have a good relationship with my parents, but I don't tell them lots about my life because it's easier if they don't know and can't tease me about it. That's pretty funny. Pretty funny stuff. Someone responds saying, same for me. It was usually mild stuff like, oh, you got a crush on a girl or something like that. But I hated the attention and it made me uncomfortable. Later in my 20s, when I met my wife, she couldn't understand why I was so secretive. I'm pretty sure it's from that. I just stopped telling people things and still don't tell my parents everything that's going on in my life. Look, your parents aren't your friends. And I think that's the one thing you guys got to realize. And it's funny because some people's parents never treated them like their friends. So why do you operate under the assumption that you need to tell them everything that's going on in your life? That shit is not their privileged information. You know, I feel bad for the women because you guys are so sentimental and have feelings and understand how things are going to hit people. But I'm gonna tell it to you like this: if I wanted to have a marriage, say dear me get married, bitch, only who I want from my side of the family is gonna be involved, if any. Do you get what I'm talking about? If any. And that's saying something. And I don't have any feelings though. Duh. There's chili riots too? I feel like I knew that. Are those like blinding lasers? What's going on out here? It says blind the police. Dude, where did they get those lasers? Chile Amazon? I guess it's getting chilly all over the country. You may want to warm up, huh, Dia? No, it's good because Amazon's normally kind of warm. It's like a tropical chilly Amazon. Chilly. Pokemon Sword and Shield review thread. Nice. No. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Stripe said it looks like Platoon out there. What Stripes wants to go. 7 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Who did Pokemon pay off? These hoes out here trying to make sure they got them review copies. Sword and Shield managed to fix all of these problems while leaving Pokemon's signature charm not just intact, but enhanced by the Switch's huge graphical leap over the 3DS? They also called the incomplete Pokédex a nitpick. Ooh. Wow. I don't know what to say. It's truly something to laugh at here. It's truly something to laugh at. That's not even the Pokemon page. That's what makes that particularly interesting. Whoa. Sorry, you guys don't care about Pokemon reviews, but you will care about the dumpster fire going on Twitter right now because, you know, they're going to go ahead and here's what you do when you screw people over and you lie. Don't make a lot of statements. You want to make a lie? Make that lie and be done. Don't get up on stage and talk at length about why you're doing this and why it made sense for you to do it this way and why there was really no other way to do it and blah, blah, blah. Because people will take that. People have time. People will sit and scrutinize every subsection of your argument and prove why it isn't the case. Prove why it's wrong. And that's what people are going to do with Pokemon Sword and Shield. They're going to show why everything that they said was a lie. And yeah, like most things, maybe after a while it'll die down, but it will influence purchases going forward. Which, like I've said before, these games don't make a huge percentage of the money that Pokemon makes, but you can carry 6 grenades per slot now? Who does that help? Game Freak lied is starting to be picked up by the gaming news sites. Yes. Yes. Yo, last night when I was looking through some Pokemon threads, everybody kept saying tomorrow is going to be a war. And I was like, what are you guys talking about? It's not that bad, right? It's not that bad. But no, they were right. They were right. This just go get out of control by the nightfall. I wonder if there will be fires. That's how you know it's going to be real. We should go start a fire in the backyard, Dia, and then just put Game Freak light on it. Yeah, and then I say you know it's real because there's a fire. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but what do you want me to say? You know, I believe in you. Thank you for being you. Go to my wish list. Prepare yourself so that we can Animal Crossing together. I gotta get Dia a Switch. And I'm honestly in tears about it. Okay? My wallet. Bruh. I'm honestly in tears. I gotta get Dia a Switch. Dia de los Muertos, man. Guys, stay out of trouble. You know, go gather some memes for me and drop them in the Discord. Send them to me on Snapchat. I want to know what the funniest Game Freak lied meme is out there right now. Wait, one culled Pokemon family every day? Oh my god, are they crying? Oh my god. Wait, is that all that they've done as far? No, he's kind of slouching. Did they draw this? Oh my god. What the fuck? No, Pidgey. No. Oh, the rat. Oh, no. Why can't we be in the new game? Why? So that you could work on the animations that are so good. Oh. I saw a meme earlier for Mr. Anti-Bully, and I can't pretend that I didn't like it. I will share it with you. The meme said something like, ISIS is... Oh boy. It said something like, ISIS is posting on the Game Freak Lied. Oh wait, didn't I just retweet it? Cool. Yeah. It says, there's apparently ISIS bots spreading pro-ISIS messages or something under the Game Freak Lied hashtag. And then Mr. Anti-Bully said it makes sense that ISIS would tweet about Pokemon Sword and Shield. They know a bomb when they see one. Hey, did you guys hear? I almost made a video on this morning and then I didn't because Dia was still asleep. Netflix seems to have collaborated or be working with Nickelodeon to form a multi-year deal to produce original animated feature films and television series based on the Nickelodeon library of characters. So if you didn't hear about this, Stripes, it's news to you, homie. Because now Netflix and Nickelodeon about to be popping off with some more, Invader Zim, Rocko's Modern Life, fucking Rocket Power, Rugrats type bullshit, can you imagine? Oh shit, Avatar was fucking Nickelodeon. Ooh, that would be so wonderful. You know what a nightmare that would create for me? Because Dia and I would have to sit down and get her through the entire Last Airbender. Yo, what's a forgotten Nickelodeon show? Ariel Monsters. I loved that show, but I'm not sure anybody else did. And I bet Doug was still running for longer than people cared about. They should bring Doug back in a capacity. Dung back. They should bring Doug back in a capacity. Cat dog. No. God, that made me cringe. Ooh, no more cat dog. No more, please. Ooh, that's sending a weird sensation through my body. I don't want any more cat dog, please, no. Wild thornberries, no. Nope. Just leave these Danny Fins. Jesus Christ. Uh-oh. He put on his reading glasses. Took off my stunner glasses and put on my reading glasses. What the fuck? Is that Dan Schneider? Ooh, Dan Schneider. Okay, enough, guys. Enough. What am I looking for, Dia? I feel like I'm looking for a specific rocket, but I said rocket power. What am I looking for? I'm looking for like a cartoon I never would have thought of.
The Wild Thornberries?
No, I mentioned that.
Arnold?
I didn't mention Hey Arnold, but Hey Arnold already had a movie and it was like, Yeah, they gotta keep that helmet on. Kevin Hart, the animated series. Oh my god. Can you? I think if Rocket Power came back for something dumb, I would lose my mind. What if they tried to animate a Will Smith into some shows from the like he was on Nickelodeon? I'm forgetting something, Dia. We're forgetting a show. I didn't like Cat Dog. Iron Man Armored Adventures. You can't say that on TV. Bruh, I'm forgetting a whole show. Do I want to type this old Nickelodeon shows into my browser? Do I want to do that? Unleash the AIDS, like All That and Double Dare. Are You Afraid of the Dark? This is way before people from
The Angry Beavers, Ren and Stimpy.
I genuinely do think it will be something Rocket Power related. If they're smart, they'll jump on this Last Airbender shit. That's what people want to see. But I think the most meme-worthy shit out there would be a Rocket Power thing, which means I need to work on some Surf Shack Tito videos right now, some shit posts, some hardcore. Oh my God, was Yo Gabba Gabba on Nickelodeon? Is that still going on? That show's intense, Dia. You don't know what it's like when they do the medley at the end with all of the stupid songs they had going on in the middle of the show, and they were all lame on their own, but the medley's like really intense, and then these little kids come on, they all like, yo Gabba Gabba, yo Gabba Gabba, yo. It's like, look, man, I think if meth, no, what's a really intense drug? It's meth. What's gonna make you? I don't think something's gonna make you scarier than being on meth. And I think it's I consider Yo Gabba Gabba kid meth. There it is, meth for kids. That's not something I should say on stream, but there it is. YouTube's changing, guys. YouTube is losing its mind as usual. Follow me on BitChute, follow me on Twitch, because you never know what's going to go down. Thank you to all of you for being here. Thank you for liking the video. A special thanks to my patrons. You guys are stone cold. But I hope you can stay warm in the winter time. A special thanks to all my sponsors. How do you guys do it? You know? You take that join button to another level. It's not just a button to you, it's a lifestyle. It's who you choose to be. I appreciate you and your support, patrons, sponsors, and I'm here for you. Suggest what I should do, and you'll see it again soon. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to jump back on Animal Crossing. Or maybe I should tone it down since I'm going to be playing Pokemon tonight, right? Is that what's going to be set up? Pokemon? I really can't believe that IGN review, man. That shit is gold. That shit is gold. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yo. What drugs? Because I thought all the good LSD was gone. I thought it was gone, you know? Talking about that government shit. Talking about that laboratory-ish. It's all gone. So how does IGN getting such insane amounts of drugs to lick the balls of these people making these games this hard? Weird. Weird. I love you guys. And we can watch one freak out. And I'm out of here. Find that damn Vicks because my nose, man. DJ Khaled gets booed off stage after 14 failed attempts to get the crowd hype. Is this real? Why? What is happening though? Because is he like an opener? I swear this dude is only famous for saying another one. I'm sure he's an okay producer or whatever. I just don't see the appeal of a DJ who doesn't make good music. He can't sing and doesn't even DJ. What is he? A shitty hype man? Somebody said he literally had connections. That's it. His entire commercial come up was buying a bunch of beats off of real producers. Sometimes he showed up to help and then recruited actual artists to rap, sing, simply to have his name associated with others. He's basically a professional middleman? But why were they there? Somebody said he's such an ego that it blocked him from hearing the boos and turned them into cheers. I was saying boo earns. Come on, Dia Simpsons. Anyway, the Donald Trump of hip hop, whatever. Let me go back. Let me see what's up here.
If you all the way up, put your hands in the sky like this. And sing this, sing it up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up.
This is pretty sad stuff. Give me that 11, 12.
Got it on film. But this is California. Oh, we got it. Dang it. Walk. I'm getting tired of holding my arm up. This is what I gotta tell him. Hold on.
Wait, whoa.
Before I go, God is the greatest. But we're in fucking God is gonna start jumping around right now. Everybody start jumping around. Let's go. Just play other people's music. That's how you win. Yellow claw.
What the hell is yellow? What? Okay. This dude was legitimately playing other people's music to the point where somebody in the crowd was actually saying that shit. Somebody said, I was wondering how this guy pulls off concerts with literally no lyrical talent whatsoever. I guess he kind of just doesn't. Damn, the police coming because they think DJ Khaled's here. Oh my God. I was in EDC Vegas for this. It was really tough to watch. The problem was, as I understand it, he and EDC staff did not communicate the setup of his live show element properly, and the sound was not getting to the speakers consistently. I tried to give him credit in the moment for sticking out all of the technical difficulty and at least trying to entertain for his time slot, but then he said we were in California, and I gave up. Oh, whoa, did he not even know that it was Vegas? Bro. No. Somebody said, did anybody see DJ Khaled on Hot Ones? Somebody said, for those who haven't watched, he literally has the worst record out of 10 10 seasons and 170 episodes, he tapped out after 3 wings. And he was a child the entire ride. This makes us want to watch it now, doesn't it? Okay, God. Okay, man. Guys, I love ya. Maybe we gotta go check out that DJ Khaled Hot Ones. This dude is a bitch. No. Hey, have y'all seen this one? No, we probably can't get away with this one because it's viral. We fucked up. Love you. Bus driver kicks a kid out of the bus. Go watch that if you haven't already seen it. You probably already seen it. Yeah, I'm talking about. Love you. Later. My nose.